fun question that everyone asks. Are you prepared for retirement? Joe, are you?
Probably not, because I am an average American.
There's nothing average about you, buddy.
Oh, thanks. But that's because the average American isn't prepared for retirement, according to the National Institute on Retirement Security. So here to make sense of your dime, Vanessa Levan, Vice President and Financial Advisor for Busey Investment Services. Thanks for coming in.
Glad to be here.
So is this a surprise to you?
The numbers were a little bit surprising. I'm not surprised that many people are unprepared, but the dollar amounts that the average household have in savings, it was a little bit surprising.
So how underprepared is the average American?
Well, the average American has $4,000 in retirement savings. Something like 45% don't have a retirement account. So those two numbers together were a little bit surprising, a little bit unfortunate. So, you know, I think we all can work together to understand how can you improve those numbers.
Right, and that's where you come into
Absolutely.
play. So how can we improve those numbers?
Well, I think the biggest thing is understanding and knowing if you're taking advantage of your employer retirement plan. That's like if you have a plan offered, it's the best way to save. Oftentimes they give an employer match, which is really free money. You can tease somebody and say, would you pass over $20 on the street? Well, it's the same thing in your employer plan. If you put money in, oftentimes the employer will put money in as well. So that's really the best way to know to take advantage of that if it's available.
Yeah.
So there are a few key words here. 401k I know is one, and
Yep.
IRA is another.
Absolutely.
So can we kind of go over
Yes.
those?
So 401k is your employer offered plan. It may have different numbers, different letters, 403b depending on where you work. May even have other than that, but that's an employer offered plan. An IRA or a Roth IRA is an individual retirement plan where you're putting your own monies in. Traditional IRA is you get tax benefits now, it grows tax deferred, and you can take it out at retirement and pay taxes at that point, whereas a Roth you pay taxes today and it grows tax free. All of these have the same restrictions. You have to be retirement age or 59 and a half to take it out without penalty, excuse me.
Yeah, so I'm going to guess the start of a new year is probably a good time to start thinking about it and start making those plans.
Absolutely. It's part of a New Year's resolution. We talk about that. Financial goals should be part of that. They're important to consider when you're working on your 2015 budget.
Yeah.
So I think we showed the graphic for the 3 steps we should take. Let's go over those and make sure we establish that.
Contribute to your retirement plan through your employer if possible. The next thing is, and that also includes employer plans that perhaps offer you a percentage of company earnings through profit sharing and those types of things. The next step is diversified. Make sure you're diversifying those investment options, reviewing those on a regular basis, be that in your IRA or your 401k, making sure everything's working together. And then the third step is making sure you're saving as much as possible. You can't say that enough. You know, when someone asks me as a financial advisor, am I saving enough? The answer is always you probably can save more. If you're starting later, you know, you've got the road against you a little bit, and you'll have to ramp that up as much as possible.
Yeah, because if you start early, it starts compounding, and then it's easier than if you start later on. So you might as well just start small and grow.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when you're first starting in your first job, or if you're 20 years in, it's always just as important. But if you've got time on your side, it's a great benefit.
Yeah.
Is there a percentage that you guys recommend as to maybe like a ballpark how much we should be saving?
Do you want the answer to the quiz?
Oh, is that a
That's
quiz
a good
question?
tease. I didn't read the quiz. We were keeping that away from
Cheating.
ourselves.
You're cheating.
Well, all right.
I almost answered because I'm so excited about it.
Well, I'm glad it's a good
Tease.
question.
Exactly.
So it's on the quiz, and we'll be finding that out later.
Yeah. Well, because coming up, we are going to be taking a retirement quiz. It's posted right now on CALiving.tv if you want to check it out, because Vanessa's going to reveal all the answers a little bit later
Including
this hour.
How much percentage, apparently,
There you
that's on
go.
the quiz. So coming up, we're giving our brains a workout with some cool games.
We'll be back.